Africans celebrate, the world celebrates. Why am I saying this? Because Africa is what? Home to mankind, or humankind.
Welcome to Sekou Star. This is your man Sekou Kesley. Today we're gonna be watching and listening to the attendees of the African Leadership Solidarity and Networking event that took place last Saturday in the Bronx. Please, if you're new to this channel, please make sure you subscribe before we get into the video. If you already been here, make sure you make some comments. We're gonna keep giving you things that are happening in our community and how we could push each other forward. Please subscribe to my channel. Make sure you know what to do. Share this video. And this is only part 1. We're gonna have part 2 and probably part 3 because we have a lot of material from the meeting and they are all important. But today we're gonna focus on the people, the attendees, just briefly introducing themselves and talking about maybe in 1 or 2 minutes or less as to what they are doing and who they are. So this is brief introduction. Please listen to each and every attendee so you could, get some valuable lesson as to who were in the meeting and how the African community is representing herself and what we plan to do in the future. Thank you so much for watching, and let's go.
But we can see people are doing great jobs, like what you are doing, what everybody is doing, and we need to project them to the world. Let the people know that Africans are doing great. Some of the Africans are in NASA, some of the Africans are everywhere. So we started an award which is called Heroes Excellence Award, which we are awarding Ghanaians in all fields. Some are footballers, some are doctors, and everything. So like we said, it comes from the Yard Media, and that's what we're doing. So I spoke to David about an event which is coming out on September 2nd, which is Labor Day. We are looking at having a festival for the youth, especially because we've seen that we need to project African culture to the young ones that we've given them. We have them here because most of them that came from Africa, we know the culture, but we need to let the ones here know the real culture, and so that we can connect and bridge between Africa and America, because most of the time they think we are still living in jungle. They don't know. Yeah, thanks to the social media now they are knowing, but we need to project it too, and we cannot use any medium than entertainment, because the youth love entertainment. That is what they play. They are on phone, they are going to the events, and although we are preaching to them, but let's use the medium that they love, and one of the medium that they love is entertainment. So you tell them, let's go out. Also, September 2nd, we're having a Yard Fest, which is Young African Dream. So I was talking to David and I need to talk to the African Advisory, so you people need to come on board and let's make this happen. So he was like, okay, Fred, so come on board. So basically, I wanted to be part of you guys so that we all can build this, because this is the right time. Africa is on the rise, and we need to take the opportunity and just go harder and capture the youth. Let's ride with them, because Africa has the best culture, and this is the time for it. Thank you very much.
Thank you, brother. My name is Abdullah Ahmed. I'm originally from Ghana. I think my first involvement with the community goes back in 2011 with the African Union, with TT and some other individuals. So I'm an entrepreneur, I'm a data analyst, and I design a lot. That's what I do for everyone. So my entrepreneurship is to help the community, and a couple of works I've done in the past is to push entrepreneurship and business in the community. Thank you very much.
Brother.
Thank you once again about the introduction. I'm Twiggy Donzo. I'm the chair of the African Advisory Council. I'm happy to be here. I'm an accountant by profession. But I'm happy to see a lot of faces here today, and wish I have much and not much to say. That's me to be the Donzo for us African Advisory Council. Thank you.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Sekou. I think I know almost everyone here. I'm an African from the Bronx. I work as the mayor's office. I actually included the media, so we need to talk. But what is very, very important, and I think I'm going to talk about that after our conversation. Use your brand, use your network. This meeting is a very strategic meeting. to get people out for the cranberry. I think that's very, very important. We just made a very important decision here today. We got to live up to it. Thank you.
My name is Lenny Diogu, Bronxite, like all of us here. I do a lot of things, one of which is coordinating the New York City African Council, which is an advocacy group that makes certain that the needs of the African community is properly represented or presented to the administrators. So it's good to be here. Thank you.
Sheikh Musa Drame came from the Gambia. Let me tell you the money story. Let me tell the money story because we're here so that you'll know how important it is to help one another. My wife and I started a newspaper 12 years ago. For 12 years, we have tried so many things. We never got money, 1,000 here, 2,000 whatever. Since the farmwood came to the mayor's office, since farmwood came, every month we do more than $20,000. $20,000. I'm not bragging, I'm showing you the power of working together. Because it's not from them, but the fact that they know that we link to the mayor's office, now our business picked up. So now we're hiring people, and now we're going to be a mainstream media. I'm saying this so that we don't pull people down, we build people up. If we have David there, we have Farmwood there, all of us will be successful. And my message to you is that let's help one another so that we can all be great. Thank you.
Assalamu alaikum. My name is Imam Sheikh Ahmed Tijan from Senegal. Imam of Masjid Darussalam. I'm here to join the community and work with you. Like Allah said, وَتَعَامُنُوا عَلَى الْبِرِّ وَالتَّقْوَى. Allah said, help one another. Inshallah, we are here to help one another. Anything you have in your mind, you want us to work with you, I'm ready to work with you, inshallah. Thank you so much.
I greet everybody once again. I am Richard E. Yasere. Everybody call me Daddy Rich. I'm from the great kingdom of Edo, which happen to be southern part of Nigeria. Edo Empire, you can Google it. After Musa Drama, I might be the second person who have the privilege to talk. behind you. I stay on the same platform. Let's work together. Let's continue to help one another. It's been a struggle. It's been a long time. Most of us have been working together here. So I'm happy where we are today, but we need to go further. And it's very, very interesting how you broke it down, the organic movement, the ownership of work that is being slow. So for us, it's been slow, but it's organic. And I want us to continue on that path. Thank you.
All this man.
Hello everyone. My name is Chidi Jogo. My father is Jogo. I'm off to college. I'm here from the Bronx. I'm studying computer science, and I'm here today because I wanted to learn more about efforts that go on here. I don't go out as much, so this is me gaining experience.
Good evening, everyone. First of all, I must apologize for coming a little bit late, but it's just because of my passion for this community. That's why I'm here today. I just left work and I came down right here. I broke the call to come down to the meeting. I don't know what to say because my big brother here would have said it all. Remember, I said it all, and I didn't said it all. I want to say one thing. We have the saying: if you want to go fast, you go alone. But if you want to go far, you go with a team. Why do I say that? My first meeting in this gathering was when I wrote my first book, and I had the opportunity of launching it in this same forum with my brother right now. He's the president. And since then, the story has never remained the same. My big brother here, as you work for the youth, I think we have to have a conversation because I have a company which is about youth empowerment. which New York Times and YouTube has featured a couple of times. So I would like to partner with you guys and see how we can move this great committee to the next level. Thank you.
Hello everyone. I'm here to represent the woman in the house, right? So my name is Habibatu Kesali, the wife of Sekou Kesali. It's a great pleasure to be in the room and also to listen to the concerns that we have as an African community. It really shows that we are growing. And so what do? I am an entrepreneur, and we do talk about one of the concerns being youth. So I focus on I believe education and then forming our children starts at a young age. So I do childcare, and then I try to contribute to the community the best that I can starting at infancy. So, I'm glad we're having this conversation and hope, to be part of it.
Hello everyone, my name is Abby.
No, you gotta stand up. So you have to throw this person in.
Hello, my name is Abby Wage. I'm a community liaison at Lincoln Hospital. I'm here to support and listen.
So Abby Wage, anybody has any issue with Lincoln Hospital, she's a go-to person. So she's been a little shy, but yeah, she's a resourceful for us.
And her daughter may be working with us. I'm a journalist.
Yeah. Oh wow, that's big. The husband told me he was coming here. I don't see him, but that's another conversation.
Okay, my name is Sekou. I work for the Institute for Family Health. What had happened, I was working with a company from biotechnology in New Jersey, and I developing the rapid test kits. Just the rapid test kits we were using for the COVID, called Access Bio. So when I went to Africa, we were developing the rapid test kits in West Africa in the policy of the government. When I came back to the US, the Institute for Family Health took me like an immigrant consultant and a healthcare and a community health worker. And I was working in the background on the low till David pulled me out. David got me out in the community, and I was happy to help bringing resources to the immigrants. And lately I'm working with Abisa, like a consultant, helping them on the intakes on the asylum seekers and getting them the resources they need to get.
Yeah, hello, my name is Clement Some, and I'm the current president of the Burkina Faso Association in New York. And also I'm a business analyst and doing business development for the community I can help in that area. And talking about, coming back to the issue we were talking about with the DA, the job, I think also we need to create the bridge to qualify our people to the jobs, because we have people here with skills, but that doesn't really translate to what the job posting or this now. So maybe we should work on that one too. So, and I'm here also I know many faces here, and we're here to also see how we can be part of the system. Thank
you. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah. My name is Imam Omar Nias from the Bronx, 725 East 221st, Bronx, New York. I'm the one who Imam over there to try to do my best in a community, in African people, to help them between 2020, 2021, 2022, until now 2023. The migrants sleeping in my mosque. This the one, the best men, they coming to the help me with the Abisa, with the Lara community, they coming to the give to them people food and drink, try to help them together for the best life. Any time they came, but now we need a support, so many support from the people, because a lot of people right now, I left 110 people in my mosque. We need help for that, for the people know the situation, better life. That's all. I'm sorry too late because the traffic keep me so bad. Also, that's why I'm late to come. Thank you.
Are you ready?
I'm your daughter.
Yeah.
She speaks though.
It's okay, it's okay.
What's your name?
Okay.
You understand. Yeah, okay. My name is Siddiqui Danzo Bakari. I'm a financial engineer. So I'm currently the chair of the African Advisory Council and from Liberia. So, okay, I'm open to discussion moving forward. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Assalamu alaikum everyone. My name is Mbake Chab. I'm a community organizer. I'm just a fervent activist for my community, my West African community. I'm from Senegal and I'm very proud of my background. But I feel like whatever I can do with different organizations, I'm ready to go beyond and above to help my community. I met David when I was working at the Census Outreach in 2020, but since then, he is keeping the relationship. And I value relationship, because we are living in a small world and one day or another, we can be very helpful to each other. So ever since also we interact, throughout this journey, I've been to Harlem Children's Zone, African Community Together, Unjoki Block as a facilitator, and currently I'm working for Sydney Center for Independence of the Disabled. So what we do is to help people with disabilities and advocate for them. So we try and advocate for people with disability at Sydney Center for the Independence of the Disabled. And regarding to accessibility, let's say elevator or ramp, also different journey. It can be also healthcare and a lot of program. Currently also I work solo in helping the people who are migrants and coming from the border, and mostly placing them into homeless centers, just like the one that's at 400 East 30th Street. So these are things that I'm doing also for my community. And I'm very happy to come and join everyone and ready to serve for my community.
Hello everyone, my name is Benga Subai. I'm from Nigeria, work with everybody. My motto is uplift, empower, and to get everybody together. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you. This is fantastic. As we continue to eat, we're gonna get into,
I guess last but not least,
yes,
I am Sekou Kessley from Liberia. But as my brother says, big brother Sekou said, we are all African. And I'm really happy to be in your midst today. I think the community is a steady process. It's a steady progress that we are making. It takes time. But I'm sure, I'm very optimistic that together we're gonna get there. Leadership is instrumental in our community. And they're gonna take real committed leaders to get us to the other level where we wanna go. The good thing here is we know where we want to go. Now we have the people. We're going to ask for your help to get us to the next step. We are all going to be here to help you, our leaders. We are here to help you. We want for you to take us there. The promised land is there, and we believe that we will all get there together. With the youth, with the women, with all community leaders. As long as you are African, you're coming from the African continent, we believe that it is our time in New York City and in America. It is possible. If our big brother Obama could do it here in America, we should believe in that duality. That yes, although we are African in America, we also could live our life in America as Americans. Yes, we also accept the fact that we are African as Africans, because the fact remains that many of us will not go back home. Our children may not go back home. Hence, we have to make it our duty to make sure that we pave the way for our next generation, so that when they say we are African, they know who they are. They know where they're coming from. And the people who they're working with respect them. When the Italians say we are Italian American, everybody respect them. When the Irish say we are Irish American, everybody respect them. And they all came here to this country. Our people were forced to come here to this country. Some of us voluntarily came here to this country. Now that we are here, it is our duty to make sure that the next generation that are going to be born here, the next generation like this young man who are here, to make sure that they shouldn't suffer as we suffered. If we don't come together, we will fail the next generation. regardless of what we do individually. But as community, if we cannot make that next leap, we have failed ourselves. Hence, I'm begging with all of you guys to please, let's come together, work together as a unit to make this possible. So thank you all.
Thank you so much. We do have Regina, she's doing that. I'm going to call the owner, Mr. Osas, I hope I get him right, who actually opened his door for us. We're going to give you like 2 minutes to introduce himself. Gentlemen, please. You say the shy guy.
Good afternoon, good evening all. I know some of my big chairmen here, Sheikh. I call him my uncles. Mr. Richard, Mr. Leonard. I want to thank you guys for coming. I think it's about time. Like you said, like you rightly said, this is home, whether we like it or not. So the more we think this is home, the more we can invest here to make our life better. I think the misconception before was we all thought we were going to go back to Africa, but it's changing. So let's help ourselves, encourage ourselves to build home here. That way we can be relevant. Thank you.
Mr. Bakari Kamara Jonas, can you please introduce yourself? Please, one of our champion in the community.
No, Bakari beard is too long.
This is Sunat. My name is Bakari Kamara. I am also part of the community, and I support programs like this, us coming together and take a stand on behalf of our community. I think everything that I hear so far is right on time. African presence in New York is high, but the presence of African in the relevant positions are very low, and that need to change. We have children who are born here and they're highly educated. A lot of them are in positions to be able to shine, but they're not shining because we're not organizing ourselves as a block. We're not organizing ourselves as a group. Therefore, we don't have any impact. Whenever people say jump, we say how high. We cannot stand and say, you know, include us or else. So that needs to change. And some of us have been on this for a little while, and we would like to see the younger folks come in the fray and start taking the torch and running with it and unifying themselves. The usual way of African organizing, including African politics, we need to grow beyond it. Always losers are the winners. Always, whenever we gather, everybody want to be the leader. That needs to change, in my opinion. And if that change, then we can affect some change. We can come together and we can put some people forward, and the rest of us will work as hard as possible to make things happen. And I'm sorry I just came in, and I don't want to take too much of your time. And I thank you for putting this event together. From Muslim community and the Christian community of West Africa alone, we have some power. It's just about cultivating it and bringing it together. There's nothing that happens in New York that we're not involved, but we're being involved individually. We're not involved as a group. And that is why the power is very, very less, and our footprint is not shining. So I would encourage this type of meeting and encourage further discussion. Elections are coming. Unfortunately, it's this month. If we, start these early enough, we could probably come up with some ideas how to, inject some people in different positions that would be helpful. But it is still on time, and if we start and we coordinate ourselves properly, we will get somewhere. And I thank you.
We're going to ask Regina to Queen. Can you please introduce yourself?
All right, my name is Regina, and my foundation name is Global Mother's Touch. I raise funds to go help the children in Africa because they really need a lot of support. So I sit down and I think about my brother and sister back home. So that's what I'm doing. I have Black Heritage Fashion Festival. So we try to use the children here to model with the clothes so we can raise funds from inside. So the little we get, we go support our children back home because they really need it. And I'm also doing back to school program for our community because it looks like it's no African person is doing back to school. All I see is the Spanish people, the Americans. So I try to take advantage of that to support our community to do back to school events for the kids so they can come and get some book bags and some school supplies to go to school. We're doing that in August 25th. And I'm doing that partnership with our Metro class. So we encourage everybody to bring their children so they can get, some school supplies to go back to school. So, thank you.
Thank you so much. One last person, please.
Hi, my name is Tata. I'm Money. I was born here.
Oh, we cannot hear.
My name is Tata Sumunu. I was born here in New York City. Both my parents made me here, and I don't really know what to talk about.
Welcome.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Born Specialist United States Army Reserves. Prior to that, I attended Medgar College in CUNY, where I served in student government, and I also work with a lot of organizations to help voting and just improve and bring us all together in a common goal. So it's a pleasure to be here, and apologies for being late. I had an engagement prior to here, but I had to be here for the networking and meeting all